woke up today, you can chase your dreams. You can make your life better. When life gives you lemons, you have the eyesight to see the lemons getting thrown at your ass.
I don't know why I don't be trying to have more fun. I'd be too locked in, like trying to do big shit, like buy a car. When I could change my whole setup for like $1,000, $2,000.
Self-doubt is one of the biggest things that take people out the game, the confidence issue. Not knowing if you're going to be able to do it.
Even me, sometimes I'm a little bit doubtful in trades, but from me continuously going over time, it gets better for me and I get more confident.
Gustavo, he's a person that has made over $10,000 in a week with Top Step, who's invested his money from trading futures this year into his beef jerky business. Yes, it is 100% trader owned. Me right now, I'm at the point where I thought I would be able to have that Lambo, I'll be able to have crazy shit, big chains by now, big old watches. I got little stuff, but at the point I thought I would be at this level, I'm not there yet. But it's like I got to the top of the mountain to realize there's even bigger mountain and that this was just the entry.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. I'm Andre Diaz, and if you woke up today, be grateful because you woke up. You have the opportunity to take advantage of any opportunity, take advantage of anything that comes your way today. When life gives you lemons, you have the eyesight to see the lemons getting thrown at your ass. No cap. Be grateful. If you woke up today, you can chase your dreams. You can make your life better. I'm gonna put you guys down right here. So just be appreciative, be grateful, because that's how you start your day. Be appreciative for what you have, because you can't appreciate the life you do have. You'll never appreciate the life that you're trying to get. And when you do get that life, you'll never appreciate it. Appreciate what you have right now so that in the future, you can also appreciate what you have right then and there also. It all starts with today, not tomorrow, not yesterday. It all starts with today. But it's a new day. It's a Saturday. We have calls with the team. So if you're not part of the team, make sure you apply down below. The first link in the description. I have 10 spots available. So you can apply in the first link and you'll be able to get access to the daily live trading, the courses, content course, one-on-ones with me, all of the above. But with that being said, we have a call tonight at 8 o'clock with dealing with self-doubt. Self-doubt is one of the biggest things that take people out the game, the confidence issue, the not knowing if you're going to be able to do it. It's a big problem with trading, and that's what we're going to go over, especially after having such a choppy, slow week. I think it's going to be beneficial because a lot of people lost money, a lot of people blew accounts, and it's good to be able to go over the things that are really going to get you to the next level. I'm not going to explain to you what a fair value gap, what a false break is. You know what that is. You need to focus on how to get out your own way, and because trust me, the confidence is going to go a long way, and it's going to take you to the next level. But that's later on tonight, so we're going to have a day in the life of a 22-year-old day trader. I don't know what I'm going to do today, but I'm going to bring you along with me. And then you got little Luna Nova chilling out here. The rascals. Okay.
Right now I'm in the car. I got this C4. I haven't drank one of these in a minute, but I think I'm gonna need the energy. Not gonna lie. I woke up a little bit later today. Saturday. I think it's just because it's been a long, hectic week. Been doing a whole lot, but I'm tired of shit. But I went to like this spot right downstairs outside of my apartment. Apartment's right over there. But honestly, I wish I bring the GoPro, because if I bring the GoPro, I would be able to get some content for you guys right now. Should I go get the GoPro? I don't know. I can get content later on. But yeah, that's where I'm right now. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know. C4 to keep myself awake. Everyone's always asking, how do you have the energy? I don't always got the energy, man. I don't. C4 and we trust. All right, I just got back to the crib. Let me mute this music before they copyright my ass. But I just made it back to the apartment. I'm about to hop on a one-on-one call. So that's the vibes. So yeah, we're still in the car, and I don't feel like going upstairs just because the call is gonna be starting right now. So I don't feel like going up there. I'll just start it off in the car. Hey, I got massage season here. I don't got a massage chair upstairs. I might have a view, but I don't got a massage chair. So I'm gonna hit this massage button, and I'm gonna start with these one-on-ones. Probably just do the first one here and then just go upstairs. But we're gonna get the first one. So I just thought I'd keep you updated, even though I'm like hiding in the dark like Batman and shit.
Seeing it work builds the confidence, and I think that's what happened on Thursday and Friday. Like I'm like
seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. Yeah. The content is one thing, but once you actually see it, catch it, or like witness it, that's something that I can't take away, and it's gonna be there forever.
Oh, I'm seeing now. I haven't really seen that many false break setups. I think I saw one.
Fair value gap fills is gonna be something that's way more prevalent because there's way more gaps in comparison to higher probability highs and lows. There's a lot more gaps. So you're a little more likely to get those trades, and also you can catch them trending environments when it has a big retracement. All of the above. It's way easier to catch those type of trades. I would catch those more often, honestly. I'd rather have the false break because you can get a better entry, a better risk to reward. But like you said, they don't happen as much. It's just whenever they happen. It's usually on certain days of the week. High impact news. Like a good example would be if you went back to like Friday or Thursday at 8:30. on US 30. Was it a video that had to do with like the gaps, or was it just one that so happened to have it in there?
I think somebody asked a question.
Okay.
And you
And I
explained
explained
it
it.
for
Did I
them,
show
yeah.
like the model? Is it when I showed like the two, I drew fake candlesticks to kind of explain it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's like
how you showed like
yeah, when it moves, like that was probably the best way for me to do it because I could like fake do it, but that's what we're watching when it's happening. So it's just kind of like you said, being able to see it, believe it. Once you got the idea, then you know what to look for when it comes to the charts, and then from knowing what to look for, you have the confidence to take the trade. And now it's just about waiting to see what happens. If it wins, you're just, what are the chances that you try to do it again? If something that you planned, thought out, had an idea of, worked, you're just going to have more confidence to be able to do it. And then imagine you do that 5, 10, 20, 30, 100 times. The confidence is just at a different level. And that's something I can't teach. It's just experience. Once you know what to look for, then you take it. Once you take it and win, you do that over time. Once you do it over time, you got a little bit more confidence. And it's something that keeps going. It just keeps going too. Like even me, sometimes I'm a little bit doubtful on trades. But from me continuously do going and going over time, it gets better for me and I get more confident. There's times where I go through losing streaks. Like even this week, I didn't make money. I lost like $1,000 this week. Friday I was ended up break even.
Yeah, it was a tough week.
It'd be like that.
I'll be like, oh, I could have done this. I could have taken it, and then I try tomorrow and I lose. It's a lot of jumping around.
Easiest way for me to explain that, like if you're having problems, just like, oh, you see someone else trading a certain way, you see them winning, you just got to understand, even if you trade it the way they trade, is all like a risk. It's a risk game, you know what I mean? Yeah, maybe the risk reward is crazily different, but even then you got to keep in mind, people that have high risk rewards usually are taking more losses to be able to catch that one also. We only see what we want, what they allow us to see. That's why my vlogs are so good, because I also show a lot of the both sides, the L's, the W's, the break evens, the wins, all of that, because a lot of the times you only see the good parts, especially in the chats. They have no reason to show us the L's. They usually don't. You know what I'm saying? So when you only see the W's, how many L's did it take to even get to that point? You never really know. So it's always good just to focus on your own journey. Keep people in the same position as they have expectations when it comes to passing a funded account. They have expectations when it comes to getting a payout, getting a withdrawal, winning a trade, becoming successful just in general, like moving out their crib, they expect it. And yes, you should believe it's going to happen, but you can't put a day on it. You can't put, oh, it's going to happen here, because guess what? What if it doesn't? You're just going to be sick now.
To put a date on things.
Like, I understand why you would want to, but it's like at the same time, you got to understand the pros and the cons. Is it going to make you work harder to get to it? Yes. But also keep in mind the drawdown of it. How are you going to feel when it doesn't happen? How are you going to, you get what I'm saying? It's just like pros and cons, risk to reward. If you're okay with the pros and the cons, if you're okay with the risk and the reward of it, okay, that's different. But if you're not okay with the risk now, that's something that you got to be aware of. Because if you're trying to do something like that just to get the little bit of a good feeling, but then the downs is just way worse, it's not worth it. Long term, it won't be worth it. It's a day-by-day journey. Nothing happens overnight. Trust.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, even I'm improving day by day. I think it's going to happen exactly when it's supposed to, and especially everyone's individual journey, because what you're doing may be different from what someone else is doing at this exact moment. The only difference between me and anyone else, you and anyone else, is just what we're doing. Our actions, that's the only difference. We're the same, not same person, but we're all human. We all have the same opportunities as long as we have like brain capacity, as long as we're all here. We have the same opportunities. Just about what are we going to do with the time that we have, because we have the same 24 hours.
Back in the crib, I had to change the battery because the camera kept dying. I ain't gonna lie. Camera battery be dying. And I think it's because also I got fake ass batteries. The camera was like counterfeit batteries detected. I got a real one and I got a fake one. They both last the same time. But I guess Canon wants me to spend the extra money to go get the real ones. If it breaks my full camera, it is what it is. I'll go buy a new camera, but I doubt it's gonna happen. And even if it does, these cheap ass batteries have made so much money from this little camera. They've been making it go round and round since however long you've seen this camera, however long you've seen me. So in my opinion, it was a W investment. But besides that, I'm about to hop on a call with another student, Gustavo. He's a person that has made over $10,000 in a week with Top Step, who's invested his money from trading futures this year into his beef jerky business. The person that sent me, where's that? I don't got none of the beef jerky with me. I've ate it all. Unfortunately, it's never lasted more than like 2 days. But for the people that do remember, the name and the brand is right here. But yeah, it was built in 2025, so you can tell it's a new business. And yes, it is 100% trader owned. So yeah, shout out to Gustavo. We're about to hop on a call with him. So any information when it comes to what he's done of recent with his second business in trading, we're gonna get straight on into it. All right, about to call him up. Take these glasses off. Yo. What's going on, Brody?
What's good, my boy?
Shit, same old, same old.
You tired or what?
You said what?
Tired, brother?
Shit, I'm always tired, but we still here. I was about to look for water. I don't got no water. Yeah, everything's good. Just another day. We working.
Oh, that's good, bro. That's good.
How about you? How's the beef jerky business? How's trading? How's all that going?
Man, beef jerky business, bro. We our goal was to have 6 locations. We just got 15 selling
Where are
out.
they at?
Huh?
Where are they at?
All locally, bro. Local barber shops, and then just a few stores where they sell like tacos and stuff like that. They're offering it like with like beers. Like when people are hungover,
Oh,
they'll
man.
offer that. And they're just as well. You know, people go there every Sunday, so after
Oh, that means you about to get some money tomorrow.
doing deliveries and all that. So yeah, bro. We're moving anywhere from 300 to 500 bags now a week.
A week? Oh, yeah. Good numbers.
Yeah, big numbers, bro. And yeah.
What were you at like last month? I would say like a month ago. Just to get a good idea, like in terms of how much it's like going up.
Selling.
Yeah, like say like a month ago, how much were you doing a week?
A week got like 100, maybe scratching 200.
Okay, so yeah, like 2-3 times still. That's good.
Yeah.
Good. That's a good number overall, because if you think about it in the span of a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, not even really even months, because it's just the beginning. Once you got more money coming in, you'll be able to now use money to make more money. But
You withdrew all your money from your trading account. I'm like, yeah, bro, I reinvested everything into the business. I still have some money in the trading account, but bro, I just been mainly focusing on the beef jerky because right now, bro, it's like it's a baby. So right now, it needs all the attention. We still gotta, keep helping it, keep feeding it.
it's like different levels to it, but you don't know that level till you get there. Like saying Mario, each level might be a little bit harder than the last, but on last level, you're like, damn, I can't beat it. You might be stuck on that same level for 3 days. You come back, beat it in 1 day, like, damn, I don't know why it took me so long. And then you get stuck with another level is even harder. But it's like, you don't know that until you get there. But it'd be like that sometimes. But it's just it's how the game goes.
Right, yeah, it's all mental, yeah.
Earlier too, like I posted, I don't know if you saw in my story, but it was either the day, but it was like the stuff that'll take you to accomplish in 2-3 years, stuff that'll take you that long. Sometimes it might just take you 6 months. It might just take you a year. But it's just about, it's like Grant Cardone, he said 10x, aim 10x, everything, your goals, everything, 10x it. Because the chance of you getting that is significantly more likely. In the car, it's like me right now, I'm at the point to where I thought I would be able to have that Lambo, I'll be able to have crazy shit, big chains by now, big old watches. I got little stuff, but at the point I thought I would be at this level, I'm not there yet. But it's like I got to the top of the mountain to realize there's even bigger mountain and that this was just the entry. But that's like where I am with it right now. There's people that are trying to get to the top of my mountain, and guess what? They only gonna be like, wait a minute. He was here, he's all the way there now. But it's like, that's also a reality check. Like, damn, it does just take time because it's like perspective. Like I said, I thought I would be in a different position, but now being here, I realize the things I thought I could have at this position, nope, it's at a different level. I gotta keep going to Mario levels. I thought I was at the end, nope, it went to a fucking, a curve, it went to a secret area. Just for you real quick, any advice to people that you would give them, just from 2025, the things that you've done to be able to put you in the position that you are now, what would you say to them?
I mean, don't stop. Don't stop, man. Keep grinding. Obviously, it sounds cliche, but don't stop, man. Keep grinding. You might fail today, you might fail tomorrow, but keep grinding. Keep your mindset right. Keep God first, most importantly, and just keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. That simple. Nothing. There's no secret. Just keep going. Keep
That's a
going.
fact.
Yeah. If you have the vision for it, keep going. There's no point of you stopping. Keep going. Like, for real.
Nah, facts. Crazy what you could do when you take the risk. Like, bro, Gustavo literally invested his money that he made from trading, started a whole business, and immediately shit start taking off. Immediately, like he said, just keep going. You know exactly what to do. You know how to get there. You just can't give up when times get hard. You can't, because if you give up, you're fucked. To keep it simple, you're fucked if you give up. Don't give up, just keep going because it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be worth it. No days off. We better get on the call with Jaron. Yo. What's going on, Birdie? So I would say in terms of like what I would do if this is your first account, if this is gonna be the first payout, I say how much you think your first payout will be if you keep risking what you're risking? Because the payout could be a lot, it could be less. It just really depends on risk per trade, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, my average risk I would say is about 455.
Okay, so if you have 5 winning days risking that, you should probably, I say there's no reason you at least can't get like $1,000 withdrawal depending on the account balance. Because I want to say you want to be able to pay yourself for the time you're putting in.
I
Okay.
just made 1,300.
On one trade?
You said what?
On one trade or the week?
Yeah.
One trade? Yeah. See, I think that would be a good amount because it's also going to allow you to have a buffer. The main thing is, especially with your first account, you want to be able to get paid for the time you put in, especially being able to touch that first payout, being able to touch the money, being able to reinvest it back into it. But you also don't want to take a payout when it doesn't make sense. Like say you have $1,000 account. You don't want to really take 500-700 of it because then you got left with nothing. Because once you take a payout, you can only go back to zero. So if you have 2,000 in profit and take 1,000, you only have $1,000 account now. If you're up 5 and take 1, you still got 4, which will make more sense because you could take something, but you can also have some to risk, but you're not taking everything. You're allowing yourself to have drawdown, and that's the most important thing because if you have an account to trade, that's better than any payout because like you said, you can make 13 in one trade. You might not be able to withdraw all of it in one day, but that can add up over time versus if you take it all in one trade, now you're back to a $200-300 account risking $50 per trade. By the time it takes you to make $1,300 in a trade, time is money, and you don't want to be able to take that much time. So you're better off trying to get it to a certain balance, take a little bit, but also build it over time because once you get to a certain balance, making a couple hundred is going to be way easier than the lower balance you are. It's going to take time to get there, but once you can get there, it'll make things a lot less stress-free, essentially. You won't be worried as much once you take a loss because you still got 100 trades left. Sniper or getting good entries, it really just depends on the type of trades you take. Like if you take false break setups, you're gonna have way better entries on those types of trades versus like a false break, not a false break, versus like a fair value gap fill, just because the nature of that setup, you're expecting a rejection or a fast move fast.
And that's what I be getting, yeah.
I would say focus mainly on false break moves, but if you want to focus on like better entry, it really just comes down to back testing and forward testing, just the setups in itself. I would say you can try to go lower time frame, like to get more precise, but there's pros and cons that come with that now. You might get more precise, but you might have to get more trades to be able to get that precise entry. That's why I'd rather be on the higher time frame because on the hour, it doesn't have to be perfect. I might have a big ass wick, but then guess what? It might come all the way back down. On the hour, it looks good. It just had a wick, but people on the lower time frame, they got fucked. They got majorly fucked. Because like for them, that's a stop loss plus some. But for me, it's just like a little wick.
Yeah, you took out all the emotions and you kind of made it simple by just looking at the bigger picture instead of worrying about all the little things in between.
But then the little things like that, though, I won't have perfect entries. But I might be in the trade, though. I'd rather be in the trade because there was a point to where I wanted perfect entries, but getting perfect entries is going to come at a cost. You might have to take more trades, a whole bunch of things. You might have to lower the stop loss. A lot of things come with it.
That happened to me last week. Yeah, that happened to me last week. It took me like 3 entries to get the right one because I was going off the 10 and 15 minutes.
All right, so that's all the one-on-one calls for now, but I have a couple of other students that I'm just kind of helping. Yeah, I'll be telling you guys, my weekends are usually spent just literally doing this, sitting on my computer and stuff. And honestly, you know what I want to do? I want to redo my room. I want to have more of an office desk environment because I do like traveling around, but I kind of want to make it so it's like every single day I'm on the charts. Every single day when I have one-on-ones, I kind of have a specific office environment, which is kind of what I have, but I don't use it to the level that I would want. And you know, we have big boy monies. I don't know why I don't be trying to have more fun. I'd be too locked in, like trying to do big shit, like buy a car, when I could change my whole setup for like $1,000, $2,000. Crazy, but more money, more problems, I guess, right? First world problems. But like I said, I got a couple questions with some students I'm gonna answer, so I'm about to be doing that. Oh my God, this lighting, I could never get it right. Look at me in the back. But all of the fun stuff is out of the way. I have a call later on tonight that I still got to get to, so we got to make sure we get this gym workout. So with that being said, it's about that time for us to work out. So if you haven't worked out yet, go get a workout, you lazy ass mother. Okay, so the gym workout might be done, but the work in general is indeed not done. We're about to hop onto the call. We're about to be going over self-doubt. As I was editing the video you are watching right now, I got all the notes and everything. I gotta bring my computer over, so stay right there for a second. We're gonna have a nice little backdrop and everything, so hopefully you enjoy the game. Hopefully you find some value in it. But like I said, I got all the notes, nothing too crazy. I just got all the things that are gonna be needed to really teach the students and everything about self-doubt and how you can, for one, understand why it's happening, and then 2, tips to ignore it. That's the key. Why it's happening is one thing, but what are going to be the keys to be able to that are going to be able to allow you to level up and help you not get rid of, but ignore self-doubt, because you can't get rid of doubt. It's something that's going to happen whenever it's going to happen. You can't control it, but all you can do is control how you react to it.
Nigga, might buy a billion, paint that bitch Army fatigues cause I'm a veteran, nigga. 2 of my cars are $500,000. Can't stop trapping.
Nah, self-doubt, self-doubt, self-doubt. This is something everyone's gonna have, and the main thing that I structured this as, if you can look at the stuff that I sent you guys, I didn't put tips to get rid of self-doubt is tips to ignore. Because at the end of the day, we're always going to have a little bit of doubts. We're always going to have not 100% confidence in every single situation ever. It's just about ignoring. We might be doubtful. We might not want to go to work, but are you going to go to work? You might not want to go to school, but are you going to go to school? How you feel doesn't necessarily matter. We're going to get into all the tips to ignore it and everything, but the first thing you got to understand is why. Why do you have self-doubt? Because at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. You're not doubtful for no fucking reason. Everything has a reason. You just got to ask yourself why. And the first thing is, what is your background like? Did you grow up with money? Did you not grow up with money? That is going to play a big part in how you are right now, whether you believe it or not, because how you have been majority of your life is going to have certain habits and tendencies that you've just had your whole life. That's something that you weren't aware of growing up. That's something that you weren't aware of until you get old enough to be like, why do I think about money this way? Why am I so scared when I lose money? Why don't I like to spend? Like, all these different things really are determined based off of how you grew up. And that's also a key thing. Next, your environment, the people you are around, your family, your friends. There's a lot of people that I grew up with in Philly. I remember there's this one specific situation. Her name was Kate Gallagher. I'm gonna say the full government. I don't care, because I mean, I guess it's gonna be a good thing. I hope she's doing good. But her name was Kate Gallagher. It was like in fucking high school, like 10th grade, geometry class, whatever. I'm sitting in the back. It's just like it's like the last class of the day, so it was like 10 minutes till we leave. So we're just all kind of just chilling, just waiting to leave for the most part. But I forget what the conversation was, but I just remember something, Andre, we're never gonna be rich. And for whatever reason, I looked at her and I was just like, first off, don't even put me in that conversation, because off rip, like, I was already in the mindset, like, at this point, I was already reading, like, Grant Cardone books. I wasn't into trading, but at this point, I was, like, trying to do drop shipping. I just had the mindset that I was trying to make something happen. For the people that watch the breakdown of my journey a little bit, like around 2018, this is around that time, like when I'm drop shipping. But she was like, we're never gonna be rich. And there's like a little group of us, so she's like speaking for all of us. I'm like, first off, watch your fucking mouth. Don't even put me in this group. But this is like one of those things that stuck with me since, because a lot of people just really think like that and believe that. We're never gonna be rich. It's not even possible. If you believe that, yeah, you're fucked from the get-go. I ain't gonna lie, you're cooked. You are cooked. But even me at that point, I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna get rich, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm not even like gonna put in my head that it's not even possible. Cause like I said, I hope she's doing good. I hope she took that shit further, but maybe not. Like I said, mindset is key. Your environment is key. How you grew up is key. Like, from an early age, my dad always instilled in me too, you don't want to work forever. You don't want to be doing this shit. You don't want to be like me. He's instilled that in me for like my entire life. And that's going to be very key when it comes to understanding why you are the way you are. And that's another reason why I am the way I am, because of the way I was also raised. I was raised in a way to where my dad didn't want me to live or grow up the way he did. My dad was born in the Bronx and he lived in Philly until I was born. He still lives in Philly right now. He's trying to move down to like Florida or Georgia or North Carolina, somewhere around those lines. But he didn't want me to have the life that he did, and he always instilled little things. Like when I would have to mow the grass, he's like, do you want to do this for the rest of your life? I'm like, damn, bro, I don't even want to do it today. Fuck out of here the rest of my life. But it's like little things like that over the span of time changes how you think. It changes how you view things. I'm like, I don't even want to mow the grass. I don't want to clean your car. And he's forcing me to do these things. And I'm like, damn, I ain't even getting, like, I think I probably would get paid for it. Like, he might give me money, but it was never enough money to like really make sense of me wanting to do it. Like, I would have rather just not got paid at all and just chilled in the crib on some shit. But like things like that, your environment, your background is going to be very key for the reason you think the way you, like the reason you are how you are. The way your like upbringing brings you is key. And that also is why you have self-doubt. Watch what you're consuming. Because what are you consuming? Are you around people such as Kate Gallagher that is we're not gonna be rich. We can't do that. We're gonna be poor the rest of our life and work a 9-to-5 job. Yeah, if you're around people like that, I can guarantee you are going to have that similar result, because you are who you hang around. If you hang around a whole bunch of people that believe they can make money, even if they don't got the money, even if they just gotta believe that it's possible, enough to be willing to take that first step, enough to be willing to actually go for it. But if you don't even have the belief it's possible, you're not even gonna take that first step. You at least have to believe it's possible. Watch what you're consuming, your YouTube videos, the movies you watch, the music you listen to, the podcasts. All of these things are going to be very key, because like I said, your background, your environment is very key for the reason you are how you are. And if you listen to a lot of things on a daily basis, that's just like, you might not be listening, you might not be next to these people, but you're learning from them. And you being around these people, like virtually, like even you, have you guys met me? A lot of you haven't met me in person. I met a couple of you guys in person, but you're being influenced from someone that you're not even physically there by. But you get what I'm saying? You want to be listening to things that are going to make you think a certain way. If you're listening to people that are constantly talking about how life is a scam, everything's a rat race, life is depressing, why are we here? You're going to have a pretty shitty life. And in my opinion, don't pay attention to the news either, because the news is a lot of just negativity. A lot of the things in the world aren't meant for us to want to be happy. If we were happy all the time, we probably wouldn't be working. Think about the homeless people. They'd be happier than us. They don't even got fucking bills. They're just out here homeless as fuck. I can see like 4 of them right now. They're chilling, just chopping it up. They don't got no bills. They care in the world. But if you think about it, it's because we have a lot of these things that make us the way we are. People like that, they're happy with what they got. And we can have Lambos, penthouses, all of that shit. But if we're not content with what we have, if you don't watch what you're consuming, you could have the negative, like, worst mindset in the world. And when it comes to trading, mindset is everything. How you view yourself is everything. And now we're going to get into tips to ignore it. Not get rid of self-doubt, because doubt is always going to be something that's there. But as long as you focus on ignoring it rather than trying to erase it, you'll be way better off. It's like trading. In trading, you're going to have wins and losses. You're not going to win all the time. But if you try to win all the time, you're cooked. You got to understand, how can I make money and also lose? Just try to minimize how much you're losing, right? But now, what are the tips? The main thing is going to be the most easiest thing: inspiration and motivation on a daily basis. This is going to come down to the music you listen to, the people you hang around, the content you consume. The easiest way for you to do this: clean up your Instagram feed, clean up any of your social media feeds, clean up the people you watch on YouTube on a daily basis, clean up the music you listen. All of these little things, if you do it for a span of time, it's going to change the way you just maneuver. Trust me, do that for 30 days to 60 days. Don't listen to music for 30 days, 60 days. Just listen to podcasts. I can promise you, you will be in a whole completely different mindset. You're going to be the same person, but you're going to be thinking differently. You're going to be doing differently, right? Do that on a daily basis, because trust me, what you're consuming, the music you listen to, is going to be a good reason why you think the way you think, why you are the way you are, because of what you are consuming. And that's the easiest thing that you can do on a daily basis, because you all have technology. You all have access to a phone. Make your wallpaper your goals. Is my goals? It is on there. My goals are in there. It's like views. Down here is like the Lambo, 800 credit score, and then right here it says $0 to $100,000 a month. Those are like little goals that I see on a daily basis. So it's just like, I'm seeing it. I'm motivating myself to know it's possible. And then once I achieve a goal, boom, I make another wallpaper. You want to see some? Let me go to this. Where do I go to wallpapers? Fuck. I don't know how to use this phone sometimes. Let me go back over here. Shit, where's the wallpapers, man? I know how to use this phone, and sometimes I don't. God damn it, I'm just going to settings. This was taking way longer than I thought. Where's this shit at? I just want to show you guys the different wallpapers from having goals that I accomplish and then changing them. Oh, this shit not trying to load. Y'all see this? Look, that's one of them. This was another one. See how I had the watch? And then after I got a watch, I was like, all right, I'm going to change it. And then I had changed the car from a BMW to a Lambo. Just a whole bunch of different ones that have changed over time. I used to have the Lambo here. I used to have the goals, just written goals on here. I used to have the I used to have the Mercedes, and I used to have the penthouse. Look, let that shit focus. You know what that is? I took that picture of my view before I lived here. That was when I came to visit.
And just like that, we got the call done. Whole lot of game. I hope you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, this is gonna be where the video is gonna be coming to an end. Whole lot of game. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna put in there, but it was a pretty decently length call, probably about 40 minutes with the Q&A and everything. But enjoy that free game. There's a lot of things that I give you guys when it comes to access to this content that, in my opinion, you guys don't deserve it. Yes, you're subscribers and stuff, but for the money and for the time and attention that these people are here for, they deserve all this game. And they specifically are the ones that are gonna get the education fully. And they're gonna be the ones specifically that get to change your life. You can still change your life with this content, but just understand it's a very small percentage of what you could have access to. But with that being said, if you wanna get access to the free trading training, the second link in the description, it'll go over the 3 steps to becoming a consistently profitable trader. And having self-doubt is something that's gonna happen. So you wanna understand the 3 things so that you don't gotta deal with that shit. And if you wanna work with me one-on-one, like I told you guys in the beginning of the video, 10 spots available. So if you wanna see if you're a good fit, you can apply in the first link. But with that being said, I'm gonna see you guys in tomorrow's daily video. And yeah, let's continue to have a great weekend.